Was good, yo. Was good in the hood. Let me see something actually. Ooh, look at that. What is everybody up to on this beautiful Wednesday? If my sound is not right, let me know. What's up, Cool and Luke? It sounds like it's right. I hear the wife yet there with hers on. Dude, I got a lot going on right now. I'll just say that. I don't want to even touch on it too much. What's up? What's up? What? That's chocolate. She keeps asking me if her chocolate bunny's real or chocolate. But yeah, I got a lot going on right now, man. And I wasn't gonna go live, but I said I would, and I kind of need to just to I can clear my shit up. It's a lot, Fraser, man. It's a lot, and once I get through it and I deal with it, I definitely will talk about it. But right now, uh, I just got to figure it out. You know what I mean? Yo, Kurt, any chance you'd be willing to watch Fishbanks' music video? I would, but right now I can't. I'm not on StreamYard. Well, I could, but you guys wouldn't see it. Yeah, look, you know it, man. I just at the end of the day, bro, like I feel like there ain't no need to have a pity party for me or whatever, but at this point, fuck it. Like I know I'll figure it out. I know that uh it ain't really a big deal, but dude, some shit went down and let's just say it just goes to show that motherfucker will try to tear you down any way they can when they want what you got. It's crazy. It is crazy. But it's all good. I'll bounce back. It really didn't even do much because I have I've already had we'll talk about it another time. Oh boy, appreciate you, Mama Pay. Appreciate Vicky. Let's just say that people are fucking with me, and they have fucked with me, and at this point, you know, I've lost faith in humanity at some point. They were attacking you relentlessly last night. Yo, check this out. They weren't really attacking me. Like it is what it is. I look at this differently than a lot of people though. Like that's an opinion, bro. They can have their opinion. Anyone, we're entitled to an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like that does not I don't to me, like I had a baseball coach uh say something in a different way than I've heard it, and it's always stuck with me. Opinions are like assholes. We all got them, and they stink. That's what he told me. He's like, to everybody else is going to be a bad idea. Like, if you give me your opinion and I don't agree with it, I'm never going to agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to believe in it unless I truly believe in it, right? That doesn't make you a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it doesn't make you a bad person. I don't know if you can swear in here. I guess so. No, it has nothing to do with YouTube. The things that I'm going through right now, that's why I ain't sharing them. I just know people are gonna be like, "Dang, Kurt, you seem a little down. Dang, Kurt, you seem a little hostile." So I'm telling you now, in my personal life, I got some obstacles that have arisen, and I will take care of it 100%. But before, and maybe I shouldn't have shared it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I shouldn't even have said a damn word about it. But that's just who I am. I speak what I feel, and when I know. And it has nothing to do with us. Oh yeah, it has nothing to do with us either. Yeah, it has nothing to do with us. Like it, like at the end of the day, bro. My car insurance is due, right? So it could be about my car insurance. My fucking, I got things in life that you know everybody deals with shit, right? Everybody does. That's a part of living your life. It's just how you deal with it. And the way I am, I like to deal with my shit before I speak on it too hard, because you can't downgrade a situation, or you can't talk shit about a situation until you get through this situation. Because if you do, you allow that situation to win. You know what I mean? You allow that situation to win. And fuck letting people win that try to tear another motherfucker down. I won't do it. I'm done. I've done that in my past. And that doesn't go for YouTube. That's what I'm saying. That's why I gotta be careful how I say it, because people are gonna take this and say, "Oh, look, Kirk's turning back around. He's going after people." No, I'm not. I'm not. The people that I've always said that should only matter, that are affecting me, that's what's happening. Like, the people that I see visually in front of me in my life all the time is what's affecting me. It's not my mother, it's not my wife, it's not my kids, it's not my fucking it's nobody that anyone here knows, right? So I just vent it out and I talk about my things, because it solidifies in my brain that I'm doing the right thing. And I know, with the situation that I'm in, the best thing that I can do right now is prove these motherfuckers wrong. It could be to my benefit at the end of the day. Who knows, right? So I don't really sweat it like that, man. I don't sweat. I do sweat it, but I like to look at a situation all the way through. Like, I look at the whole situation. I don't look at just this part of the situation. If you sit and stew on one part of the situation, you'll never get through it. You know what I mean? So I look at it as a bigger picture. I look at the positives in the situation, and I also look at the negatives in the situation, and I try to build more positives than negatives, right? So once you do that, and you learn that in school when they do the little charts with it and they overlap them, you know, differences and similarities, right? So eventually, if you can get all your positives and maybe one or two negatives in a situation, you're going to overcome that situation. Kayla, you didn't miss anything, because I'm talking in ghost terms right now. It's 420, everybody. 420, 320, depending on where you're at. And maybe if you're British, it's probably some crazy ass time over there, like noon or something. It's probably like 4 o'clock, not 4 o'clock. It's probably like midnight where British is at. But like I said, I am a person that likes a challenge, right? So I'll challenge myself. 420 is 420. Yeah, you're right. Vicky, you know why? Because I've been drugged through the dirt. I've been pulled through the dirt by my own doing, but also by others, so hard that the only thing you can learn to do with that situation is cope. Appreciate you, Buckeye Creeker. You know, bro, that's what that's what I feel like humans should do. Humans should do, bro. Humans should train themselves to get better every single day. Fuck getting better a year at a time. Like, that's why I don't make New Year's resolutions. Not because I think it's silly, but I make resolutions all the time, every day. What's up, boss, little buddy? Yeah. And at the end of the day, you could be doing really good in life, and something could grab you and fucking yank you down to the ground and drag you around like a rag doll. But as long as you understand how to get past it and get through it, and you got a plan to overcome it, ain't no big deal, dude. It's growth. My granny gave me a bird clock and the batteries died, and I pinned it on 420. She would be happy. Yeah, age does bring wisdom, but I feel like everybody can have a really good coping mechanisms. Everybody can have a better outlook on life if they accepted things for what they were and they grew from them. And I know people do. I'm not discrediting anybody for that. But sometimes it's like you can only harp about something for so long, right? If let's just say, I'll give you an example, and this is just my opinion, but let's say something happens in your life that sucks, right? And you go around for 5 years talking about it, but you never do nothing to fix it. In my eyes, you were the problem. You were the issue. Because if you weren't the issue, day one, you would have been already working on correcting it. Like, you have to be an action person. You have to act on things. Try to um you have to try to eliminate your problems as they come. You can't just push them on the back burner and say, "Oh, well." That's how people with substance issues become drug addicts. Again, that's a relapse issue. Those things, those things that people pin off in the corner that aren't that big of a deal, aren't that big of a deal. Well, when you have 50 things back there that aren't that big of a deal, it becomes a really big deal. And then an addict knows, hey, I can get high and I won't really remember a lot of this bullshit. And they resort to that. You know what I'm saying? So, me, a recovering addict, every day I'm a recovering addict, right? I get a little bit stronger every day, no matter how long, till the day I die. That's how it'll work. And right now, I know that you can't let that shit happen. Hold on, I gotta take this out. Uno momento. Woosah, mother. Woosah. My bad, y'all. I had to take that. I had to take that. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't have took it right now, but I had to take it. All right. I don't even remember what I was talking about before that happened. What's up, Just Trey? Mama Payday. What's up? Mm. Yeah, I'm good, British. Yeah, I'm good, Mom. That's all I. You don't ever think I ain't. My leg hurts. That was a phone call about my leg. My leg hurts. Everything's all good. Like I said, once I get through with this situation, I'll discuss it. But as of right now, I ain't talking about nothing. Recovery like a bouncing ball. Yeah, bro. No, I agree. That to be honest with you, like that stuff doesn't even cross my mind anymore. I don't even uh I actually think it was such a waste of life. Like I think that using drugs was one of the dumbest things I've ever done. Abusing them and using them was just ridiculous. Like what I thought was a good time and what I thought was cool was absolutely ridiculous. And it's true, bro. Like eventually you just run out of the ability to be a junkie. Like you just keep getting better and you work on yourself. That's what I was talking about. So every day I try to work on myself to get better. Like I whether it be the way I spoke to somebody, the way I treated somebody, what I'm doing in my everyday life, every day I reflect of what I've done and I go the next day and I try to do it better. And sometimes I don't do it better. Sometimes I'm worse. Sometimes I'm an ass. Sometimes I'm a jerk. Sometimes I'm everything I know I shouldn't be, but I'll reflect again and I'll do it again and I'll try to get better at it. And then I get, like that's what it's about, man. And when people do that in their life, they'll start to see that their life becomes better. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, there is. There's also a lot of lights along that tunnel, bro. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Most of the time, those light switches are turned off. Like most people get in a tunnel and they see the end only. Like I got to get to this point. If I don't get to here, I'm done. Like no, that's not the case. There's little light switches along that dark ass tunnel. And if you're smart enough to look around and solve problems along the way, you'll figure out that, hey, flick that light switch on and you can see all in this same area that you're standing in right now, but it'll get brighter over here. But you got to do something different. You can't just keep trying to get to that one light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of hate that saying, Trey. To be honest with you, bro. That tunnel, bro, that tunnel at the end of the day, there's way more past than just walking straight down that one tunnel. I get what you're saying though. I totally understand what you're saying, but I think that's that like I might get narrow minded on a goal, but I also see different avenues to achieve the goal. Like I think I appreciate that, Jay. I think that like when I was growing up, one of my problems were that right there. Is saying, oh, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, Kurt, you gotta get through the tunnel first, bud. You gotta figure out that you turn this light switch on over here. You might have to walk down that little tunnel, side tunnel over there, and figure out that that wasn't the way you needed to go. You need to come back out, maybe start your path over again. And it might happen a few times until you can get to the end, but you can't focus on just the end. You have to set small goals. You have to set small achievements that are obtainable, that are actually achievable, that are not, you're not making a goal so big that you're going to, that's what I did. I made goals so big that I didn't have the resources or I didn't have the brain power to achieve. So I got like I gave up and I started doing something else, or I turned to drugs because I was depressed because I couldn't get to my goals. Well, it was because my goals were way too big. Like that is a true thing. When you set your goals so big, it becomes so hard to obtain your goals. And you start to feel, what's the word I'm looking for? You start to feel discouraged, like you don't want to do it, like you want to give up. Well, I don't blame you, because if you're setting your goal so big and you can't get to your goal ever, you can't, well, you eventually might get to it, but you got to set little goals along the way that are obtainable. Lessons, time, knowledge, it'll fall in place. Keep it. You think of life as if we were a tree. Oh, the steps. Yeah. Well, you got to take those steps. You got to wait for them roots to fully set. You got to wait for that tree to actually be able to withstand. That's a good analogy, because if the tree just grows up real quick and the roots are established, the tree's gonna blow. So yeah, it's a good way to look at it. Yeah, that's facts, bro. Because I make videos all the time, and this might sound silly, but I make a YouTube video, and as soon as I post it and I watch it, I said, "Damn, I could have did that better." It's like building a house; you have to make a solid foundation before you can start with the walls. Uh, yeah, but then once a house is built, you got to actually be able to hold it up. Like you got to be able to keep it going. Um, yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can look at it, man. There really is. But at the end of the day, fear and um change are, in my opinion, two of the biggest contributing factors to mental health. Fear and change, and they're different. But there can also be fear of change, which is part of the change. But I think fear and change are two things that really, really, really contribute to mental health. I think if you look at every bit of every mental health disorder there is, you can almost guarantee that the person has an issue with fear or change. Appreciate you, babe. Change is necessary, but people hate change. People hate change. You know what I mean? They don't like that change. People don't want change because change creates fear, fear of failing. When you get change, you get fear. Like, ah, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. You're all good, Kayla. I want change. Change adds up to dollars. That's facts, Chief. But people hate change, bro. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. You could be miserable at what you do on a day to day basis, right? You could be absolutely miserable at what you do. Okay. Something happens to where you no longer have to deal with that misery of that situation, right? And you're pissed off about it. Like you're upset because there's a fear of the change that has to take place. And so many other things can be affected because of one thing that's changing, even though it affects you tremendously, right? You would think some people would say, "Woohoo, I don't got to deal with that shit no more." But a lot of people fall on, fuck, dude. Like, look at relationships that are brutal, that people deal with all types of sad, sad situations, right? Most of the time, when it comes to an end, the person is sad. Are they sad because of they're not in that relationship anymore? No, they're sad because they have to change. They have to grow. They have to do things differently. It's complacency. People like to be comfortable. Shout out to Riding Dirty Radio and Chief, man. If you guys have not checked out the Country Rap Report, I don't know what you're doing. What little buddy said, my opinion. What did you say? I get you. Like I like to challenge myself to do different things, right? And I know there's a good possibility that I'm gonna fail. But going into something, right? And you're trying it for the first time, if you fail, oh well. But once you've been doing things for a certain way for a long time, when you have to change that, people don't know how to handle that. People are afraid to admit that they don't know how to handle it. Hell, sometimes I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to handle it. And the old me starts to come out. Imagine that. And I recognize it. I'm like, look at this motherfucker trying to creep in and take over me again. No, you're not doing that, bro. And I have a fight with myself, believe it or not. A day-to-day fight. I'm like, that's where that angel demon is, dude. Like that's where that really like that hits home for me. When I hear music talking about that, I really listen to it. When they're speaking about like Stormy's got a really dope song that talks about that. And when I heard it, it really hit home for me because I deal with that shit, bro. I deal with that. Whew, I deal with it. Got to take the risk, but you also got to know the steps to get to the risk. Like you have to look at it all the way through. Some people take risks that they should never take because they're not educated on the risks they take, and then they're pissed off when they fail. That's where I get an issue. You can ask my wife. My wife will be the first one to say that's her all day long. If you want to do something and you believe in that something, you better educate yourself on it and you better know what the hell you're talking about before you go to try to do it. Because if you don't, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fail. There's very few people that get through with it and are successful off of just winging it, faking it till they make it. That always doesn't work. It can work in certain situations. Like if you know a whole lot about a situation and you don't know a couple little things, you fake it till you make it in those situations, you'll be all right. But if you come into a situation, you're like, I got this, and you know nothing about it, you're gonna get you look at it in music, look at it in a relationship, look at it in a job, look at it in anything you can look at it in a football game, look at it in any situation. If you go in without knowledge of what you're doing, you're going to fail. What do you mean is Broadnax in here? Broadnax ain't in here. Broadnax ain't in here listening to me rant. Broadnax don't even know about what I be ranting about. That'd be pretty dope though. I think Broadnax talks about it. Yeah. Jay I said what? But anyway, so that's where I lie with that. Like I gotta remind myself daily, even through situations like I'm going now. Trust me, y'all. I'm rough on myself. I beat myself up for shit I shouldn't beat myself up on because I know who I am as a person. And if I don't got people beating on me, then I ain't living my life. So when people ain't beating on me like I feel like they should, I'm talking like I'm used, like I said, I'm used to getting grabbed and drugged up and down the fucking dirt roads, slung into the woods, flipped over into the tree forts. Like I'm used to not having just my ears fucking ringing because that means people are talking about you. So I'm used to that, right? And I know a lot of you guys are too. But when I ain't getting beat on and tore up, I feel like I ain't doing something right. I feel like I need to fucking, I need to push harder to ruffle some feathers up. Yeah, so did I, bro. I did too, Carly. So did Kenny, obviously. What did Martin's daddy say? Martin's daddy, you're in here, bro. You say you got freaking blocked. I don't know how to unblock people either. I don't see Martin's daddy. You should unblock Martin's daddy. Is wanting to be good. Turn script. Everyone is. Yeah. Listen, bro. If somebody could tell me how to unblock Martin's daddy, I will. I will go in and find on and give him an opportunity. Trust me. I've been trying to figure that out. That goes to if you don't know what you're doing in every situation, you're gonna fail. Well, I'm looking like I'm failing as a person for Martin's daddy because I don't know how to do it. I don't even know how to find a block list. There's a good chance that there's so many fucking people in my block list that I don't even know. Yeah, no, I know you are. He look, y'all, at the end of the day, I'm gonna talk about this because I'm in a mood right now. So I might as well just finish my mood. Let me get my water. I'm gonna need a drink. This ain't there's my water. Try not to keep anything up here by all these electronics because if it spills, no good. Privacy settings. In what though? Because he ain't blocked in Google. Hold on. Maybe I can do it here. We're about to find out. Nope. Manage? No. What is a pop out dashboard? Maybe it's here. Queen Luke, I didn't. We're just talking about. I don't know what we're talking about. Ah, frustrating. All right, so I know what I was going to say. This is what I'm going to say. Me as an individual, Kurt, Captain Kurt, however you want to look at me as a person, I believe that everybody has their own opinion, right? I believe that people are going to be nasty and people are going to make mistakes along the way with their opinions. And I know that people are going to take their opinions personal because one, they don't agree on their opinion, and two, they don't like the things that they've said about them based off an opinion. What's up, Chief? I'll answer it. And he's not going to stop until he figures this out. Yeah, I got time today. Am I really a captain? Well, Chief, I'm the captain of my vessel, bro. This I am. Yes, I am. So you see that right there? Captain. Oh, you see that too, huh? Yeah, I seen that. It's Captain Kurt. This was here a long time. Long time. This was my second tattoo in my life right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's been there way longer than this YouTube shit, to be honest with you. I think when this might have got put on me, I don't even think YouTube was popping yet. Captain of the cartel. Captain of my own destiny, bro. Look, I got this on here too. I bet you a lot of people ain't seen this one. Look at this. Living legend, right? And people are going to say, oh, you're not a legend. You're not. Yeah, I am. I'm my own legend. I am my own motherfucking man. I am Captain Kurt, the legacy of Captain's Cartel. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can accept that and admit that you are the only person that controls your future, your destiny, your life, then you'll be successful. You know what I'm saying? What do you hate? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too. You create your life. You create your own image. Like when people don't remember you for your video or your this, you're that. I mean, there's memorable moments in videos where they're like, oh, I remember this, I remember that. Like I'll never forget when Vic's wife was saying that people that wear tank tops on live streams are trashy. So every time last night I wore one, I thought about it. I said, damn, Vic's wife sees this, she's gonna be looking like look at old Captain Kurt up here with the tank top on, right? Right? Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, Trey. So the way I look at it is I if how am I gonna knock another motherfucker for doing their own thing, right? How how am I gonna get upset because at the end of the day, when they gotta go answer their maker and they gotta leave this earth, they're remembered for who they are as a person here in right here. It ain't no video. It ain't no, yeah, you might remember them for a video. You might remember them for this but you don't remember them for that. You remember for who they are. And if you're a scumbag, look, I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to get too deep in this because this is just my belief, and I'm not afraid to say this. But that's what I believe happens when you leave this earth. I believe that if you've been a good person on this earth, that your mind, when it starts to go away, focuses on the good things that you've done, and that is heaven. That is where you in a good solid mind state. You have good memories of good things that you've done as a person. If you haven't been that good person and it's time to go, you're going to concentrate on all the negative things you've been and all the problems that you never resolved as a person, right? And that is an eternity of pain and suffering, right? That's what I believe. So at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want. You can, but I'm doing this. At the end of the day, are you really doing it? You got to look deep inside yourself and say, am I doing the shit that I say I'm doing? Am I practicing what I'm preaching? You are your own preacher. You make your own path. You know what I'm saying? If you decide that, I'm gonna just say I'm doing all this shit. Believe me, you're still making a path. You're making a path to nowhere. You are the path on the road that just zigzags into the fucking bushes at the end of the day. Your path never was created. Your path was made. Is it something that another person's going to want to walk down one day and appreciate? Probably not. Because everything you said you were doing the exact opposite, right? That's the way I look at it. I think that people in life are so concerned about what another motherfucker thinks about them, and they're not even worried about what they think about themselves. That's all I'm saying. Vicky, shout out to Vicky. I appreciate you. But like at the end of the day, people are always going to say things that you don't agree with. People are always going to push against what you're saying, especially on the internet. You know what I mean? Especially on the internet. What did my mom say? Let me go see how they made you feel. Who? Oh yeah. Well, I don't hold. See, I've been forgiven a lot of times in my life. My mother has forgiven the shit out of me. My mother. We won't get into that, but I'll say that that taught me that I know that people can change. Do you know why I know that? Because I'm one of those people, right? And the only reason I was able to change is because I was given the opportunity to change. It goes back to that tunnel. If there's a tunnel and there's a light at the end of the tunnel and you're doing the same bullshit, you're never going to make it to that tunnel, that light, right? But if somebody allows you to maybe get a mulligan and say, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, you fucked up, bro, but here, let me take your hand for a second. Let me pull you back in the direction you need to go." Those people that do that get a lot further in life because they're understanding, they have compassion, they care about another person succeeding, they care about another person growing, right? They allow them to say, "Look, bro, I'm gonna look past the bullshit that you've been doing because I know that ain't you, right? I see that you got a good heart. I see that you mean good, even though I don't agree with it. Hey, let's talk about something else. And you talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about in your own time. I'm gonna pull you and you know what I mean? Like sometimes that's all it takes, dude. It's just a fucking slap on the ass. Come on, let's go. What are you doing? This is so true, Kurt. Can't wait for you to hear. Long nights. Good, Trey. That's what we need. We need music that shoves it down people's throats to say, look, this is who we are as people, bro. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to stray off of our path. Some people never get back on their path. Some people find another path, and that path may work for them. Other people find a path that's not the right direction. But you can't criticize them and ridicule them and drag them through the dirt and expect them to go, ha, hold on. Hey, all these people want me to do this. So you know what? Let me just do what they're saying. It doesn't, most people don't work that way. Most people are going to push against you and go, fuck you. I'm going to do what I want. I'm a prime example of it. I still do that. I still do that. What Ken say? Y'all, this chat's moving quickly, and I'm on a rant, and I don't tend to look over as much as I should. I gotta run. Much love, everyone. Kurt, you know how to reach me anytime, brother. Hey, little buddy, I'm pretty sure. Mom, I gotta reach out to you. I got Sunday at 4 o'clock. I'm almost positive, little buddy. I'll confirm for sure, but I'm gonna do a recovery stream with little buddy. So I might be able to. I gotta talk to. I gotta do a couple things, little buddy. But I got you. I'll let you know ASAP. Appreciate you, little buddy. Bro, he said it. Bless Mama of Two. He said it his own self. He said, if y'all would leave me be, I would stop talking about Upchurch. Like, how crazy does that sound? That's coming from his mouth. He's saying that. So why anybody thinks that this is going to stop any other way is fucking crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just mind blowing that somebody's like, oh yeah, he said that, but that's not what he wants. He just wants to talk about it all the time. Give it a go. Prove that he's the idiot in the situation, right? Prove that, like, that's, I don't know. See, I got to be careful because he has made some very idiotic choices. He has done some shit that just blows my mind. But at the end of the day, do I got to answer to that shit? Nope. Me? Do I got to worry about that? Nope. I can guarantee you when it's my time to vanquish the earth, I can promise you that Johnny will not be on my mind. I can guarantee you that. It's never ending because okay, if you don't want something to end, what's the best way to keep it going? You don't stop. It's common sense. The reason that people like this is because it's create, like, at the end of the day, this is like a real big waste to everybody's life. You know what I'm saying? It's a real big waste. Yes, it can. We are. All I'm saying about that situation is there's no point of continuing to waste your life for somebody that doesn't, he's not going to just, I've tried. I've talked to Johnny. I've said, bro, find something that's interesting to do. Find something that's gonna make you proud of who you are. This shit right here ain't gonna go out in a blaze of glory doing this shit. And if you like that, I can't be mad at you for it. I don't fuck with that shit though, right? I won't do it. I've seen what it's done. I have went and reflected on that when I've been somebody that thought I could change the way somebody thinks, right? All it did was drive me nuts. Nuts. Like, absolutely nuts. It goes back to what I'm dealing with today. Trying to change the way that somebody thinks. So at the end of the day, why fight it? Why argue about it? Why dox people? Why involve things that shouldn't be involved? Like, why do that? What's the point? What are you achieving? It's better if we just use that situation. Oh, I don't care. Look, at the end of the day, Johnny knows. Johnny knows my thoughts on this. I am not afraid to say that. There's other people that know my thoughts on this, and I am not afraid to voice my opinion. I don't give a shit who it is. It's how I feel. I feel that this is a bunch of bullshit that across the board. Like, it's one thing to get in a feud with somebody, but it's another thing to just drag the shit out for years. I, I and look, I'll be real with you, 100%. And a lot of people aren't gonna like it, but I don't care. Upchurch has all the right in the world to say what the fuck he wants about Johnny, because Johnny has made it personal. And every day there's a new video of something going on. And I explained this to Johnny. You cannot be mad at Upchurch for ever doing anything, making any fucking videos, songs, nothing about you at all, because that's what has been created, bro. You want that shit to stop? Shut the fuck up. Keep it moving. That's it. So in my eyes, he don't want the shit to stop. And I told Johnny that. This is what they need to do. Exactly, Mike. That's what I'm saying. And in a sense, I kind of proved that. He made it personal to me by trying to completely destroy someone I love. Yo, and that's fact. And I've said this too, and I'll say this again. Mike 12 point, that I would never not support Mike for what he's doing. because I understand what Mike's doing. It's become a personal problem between Mike and Johnny, and it's an ongoing problem. But there's people that have inserted themselves into something that has been going on for a long time, right? There's people that have just came out of the side from nowhere and come into it, right? It's to me, that's where I would have the issue. Like, it's one thing to have somebody's back, but it's another thing to try to create another issue. That's it. And Mike, I'm telling you, I've spoke to people about you in particular, and I said, Mike gives them fucking hell for all the right reasons. And sometimes I might not agree with what is said, but that's not my situation. I have not gone through the things you guys have at a personal level. So I am not going to judge that situation because, like I said, I agree with it in some aspects, right? But there's other situations where I see people inserting themselves into things that they really don't know what they're talking about and they shouldn't be involved in. And at the end of the day, I do realize that this is YouTube and this is entertainment purposes only. And I, you know, there's a very funny thing that I won't post it because I don't want. Yeah, I'm not ever gonna be a Gobble fan either. Bless Mama too. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm a fan of him. I'm not a fan of anything that Johnny's doing. But at the end of the day, you have to respect the situation to understand how to get it away from you. You can't disrespecting the situation and making it way bigger than it should be made. You can never bitch about it not stopping. Like anybody that says, why won't Johnny stop? Why won't these people stop? Well, are you kidding me? That's like hitting yourself in the fucking shin with a hammer and going, why does my shin hurt? Why does my shin hurt? Why does you're not doing nothing to change it? And to be honest with you, from what I've seen, Mike just uses stuff that, a lot of that content is older. He ain't stream sniping and grabbing stuff that happened yesterday. It's stuff that has been said for ages. And I think that rather than making reaction videos and downgrading Mike when he does that, Johnny could benefit from breaking it down and explaining the situation. But that's what I mean by you have to understand the whole situation. He will always respond to people because he wants attention, right, Cassidy? I believe that, baby. I don't know, car chick. I don't truly agree that I don't think it will ever stop. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe it'll ever stop. I don't believe that one day people are just going to say, eventually, I think time will trump that, but that's crazy, dude. I know, True Texan. I get it. J Hop, that is crazy, dude. Like all this shit. I want everybody to think about this too, for real. I know that Ryan is a superstar and he's a public figure, right? Why is it okay for people to just drag his whole shit? Like it blows my mind because I know that these people are saying it, but I'll be real with you and take it what you want. I take it however you want. The few people that have spoke on this situation on Ryan's behalf have kept it to what was already said. They have never went outside and drug any other information into the problem, right? Look at who look at who has recently started just saying the most off the wall shit. Plus Mama too, I appreciate you. Naughty, what's good, Naughty? And look, shout out to the troll community. And I'm gonna say this, and people are gonna say, "Oh, how can you shout out a troll community and then turn around and say people shouldn't troll?" I'm gonna tell you what. There's troll communities that actually enjoy YouTube for YouTube and the comfort of their friends. They play games, they listen to music, they have a good time on their stream. When somebody comes and bothers them, that's when the family of trolls goes and deals with it, right? Am I wrong? Hell, the a lot of people don't even know the whole situation in the workyverse on why Square's in the situation that he's in. And most of it comes from who do you think? Oh, Johnny Gobble. And Johnny didn't even probably know. He probably didn't even know the situation. My mom is a troll. There is difference of trolling though. There's trolling to where, hey, your sound ain't working. Hey, your stream's breaking up. Hey, and then there's just disrespect and involving people's livelihoods. That's where I kind of draw the line. But I can't judge anybody for doing it. And I don't. I just don't fuck with that situation. So anybody and I do call both sides out because I'm going to respond back to something that was said last night. I do call both sides out. I do believe there is things that both sides say that are completely wrong, that both sides do that are completely wrong. But until it affects me, Ken Smith, you have a good night, dog. I gotta go get some. Yeah, I'll watch that, Ken. Next time I'm on StreamYard, I'll pop it up. I'll download it. Maybe I'll do a reaction to it, dog. To be honest with you. All right, y'all about to go fishing with the lady. Hey, enjoy your time, dog. Enjoy your time, Trey. Yeah, for sure, homie. I got you, dog. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you, B. You got big troll. I saw you. But no, to be honest with you, my mom is honest, man. Like at the end of the day, my mom will tell me when I'm wrong. My mom will tell anyone when they're wrong. And I think that's why I've learned my understanding of accepting responsibility in the situation. Like I have not been innocent during this whole time. People have tried to say things about the whole Struggle Jennings video that I made, but they also fail to realize that days later I went live with Struggle Jennings and I squashed that whole problem. I accepted responsibility for my position in it, and that was a bad judgment call on my end. That's what I accept the responsibility, right? So, in order to resolve what I created, my portion of it, I handled it, right? That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, you have to admit when you're wrong, even if you believe you should be right. What's up, Jabs? Now my phone's blowing up. Oh boy. Yeah. So, like, I don't know, man. I just don't want nobody to have a bad taste in their mouth about me. Like, I don't support anybody that's coming after Ryan. I don't support it. I don't support the hate that they show to him, but I'm not going to be able to change that. I'm not going to one day just turn it over and say, you know what? You're right, Captain Kirk. I'm an Upchurch fan. That's not going to happen. The only thing I can do is try to help the ones that don't see it for what it really is. Like without those people, their life ain't going to be any different. Like those dudes can talk about Upchurch till they're blue in the face. It's just a damn video. The YouTube video on a channel with 200, 300, 400, hell, 40,000 people even at the end of the day. You know, it's not, you're not going to change that video. They're not going to make a video to go, hey, everything I said in my last 18 videos, I don't believe in anymore. They're not going to do that. And if they do that, they ain't genuine. They're not a genuine person. They did, once you've made 18 videos on something or 30 videos or 40 videos or 10 videos, you've committed to believing in that, right? So I wouldn't expect Mike to come out and be like, oh yeah, I love you, Johnny. No, fuck that. Mike's gonna stand on what he believes in, and if nobody likes it, fuck him. Hey, I get it. That's who you are, and that's how you stand. All for it, bro. I really am. But I just don't engage too much with it. Can't be mad at me for that. That's how I feel. Plus, mama too. It's because you have a personal connection with the person. Well, you have a connection with the person that he's talking about. I get that. I just think that a lot of people want to be involved when it comes down to it. You want to be involved. You want to say that you were a part of it. I don't. I'm proud to say I have nothing to do with it anymore because I didn't like the fact that I had something to do with it, period. If you look, I'll be real with you. If you look at reaction channels that are reacting to Ryan's music, you'll notice that it's going down. And I think it's because you get the trolls that go after these channels. And I could be wrong, but I haven't seen as many middle of the night reactions as normal. Just being honest. Me either, Carlene. But you, at the end of the day, you can't expect everybody to like him. Like it's not going to happen. And there's a lot of haters. Like, okay, middle of the night is a good example. That song is badass. That song, nobody can say that's a bad song at all. I don't care what genre you come from. When you hear that song, if they played that song anywhere on the face of in the United States and even in other countries, there's other people that will say, God damn, who is that? So for anybody to say that he's not good at music, it's a damn lie. Because they're haters. They don't want to accept the fact that somebody is good at something. They don't want to. It, okay, I'll give you an example. When you go to work, right, and you do a good job, and you worked at the same job for 10 years, right, and nobody's ever said, hey, good job. Those are the people. They don't want to acknowledge your success. They want to ridicule you as a failure, even though you're being successful. Like that's the demoralization of a human. Like they want to make themselves correct. So in order to do that, they drive you down. That's there's no other, you know what I'm saying? Like you that's the only way you can think of it. Like why would somebody why would somebody worry or care about what another motherfucker believes? That song is mainstream material. That song, look, a lot of his music would destroy mainstream artists. I mean, absolutely destroy it. But I've explained this before, and this is what I want to say. I'm going to say this. So, the media and the music, there's a blanket, if that makes sense. I'm going to use it as a blanket. Just imagine you're laying on the ground, right? And I put a blanket all the way over you. And I tell you that I can move the blanket for a feet. Well, you only got so much to move that blanket. So it pulls out your hair. So your hair is getting some air, right? That's kind of the same thing that happens with music. So when an artist puts out a song, it's immediately there's a blanket laid over, right? And some people, depending on the type of music they make, they get heavier, thicker, bigger blankets. That's harder to remove. So that's where the shares and the streams and the purchases, and that's where all that starts to help move that blanket up off, right? Well, if the individual constantly has these blankets over everything they're doing, right? You can't move if you just drop the new album, you can't move blankets off of other things with a new album out. You got to move the blanket off of this album over here. Well, mainstream has the ability to get in and remove all the blankets from all their music. So that's why you hear songs that are 20 years old, 30 years old, still popping up in your feed because it's pushed out in front of everybody while everything else is pulled back, right? Well, if you constantly have negativity connected to an artist that has a blanket on them already, it's creating it harder for the artist and the fans of the artist to get the blanket off of them. Because what's happened is it's getting stacked and heavier with a bunch of nonsense, right? Do you not notice how Ryan enjoys reactions? Ryan likes reactions, right? Ryan supports reaction channels. In my brain, I would think, well, that's great, right? Because he sees these reaction channels helping lift these blankets up off. So when reaction channels stop reacting to his music because they're too stressed out about what type of image they're going to get and who's going to come after them because they support Ryan, guess what they stop doing? They stop reacting. I agree. The opinion you have of yourself uh, is important. That's why I check myself from the neck up. I always try to evaluate what I'm doing in my life. So the way I feel is as a supporter of Creek Squad and as a supporter of Ryan and as somebody that sits here in front of you with obvious reasons why, I got love for him as a friend, as a person, as an artist, so many levels. Me, I think it's important for me, for Kurt, to lead the people that support me in a positive direction for the growth of Creek Squad, for the growth of Upchurch. That's what I believe. Carlene, you gotta. That's where you figure it out. I mean, there's so many things in your life that are way more important than this shit. Like I got a lot of things going on right now, and I really could benefit from going to figure out some of them. But it's 5:30. It's important that I vent this out, and I know that it's something I got to get done. Right? I don't have time to focus on other issues. I don't. I got things that I got to take care of. I appreciate that blessed moment too, but I didn't always have that. That's why I'm understanding of other people. I'm understanding of what other people do because I was not always this type of dude. I did not always have this thought process. I did not always have this understanding of how it affects other people. I did not realize it. It took some time. It took a lot of time, but I figured it out. And I'm still getting better at figuring it out. I'm still learning new ways of dealing with it. Like Jackie, I appreciate it. Yeah, a big stick, a fucking belt, a broom. I mean, dude, I think he likes seeing real people reacting to his art when they didn't expect to love it. Well, yeah, that's it. But no, I agree, J Hop. But it's a beautiful thing to see new people reaching out and finding your music. As an artist, that allows you to realize that you're reaching more and more people every day. So it's a great thing to see. But when you see people are afraid to travel those waters, that they just don't want the ridicule, the stress. Some people look at the amount of people that you see in live feeds, right? Let's say 54 in here. I've seen other ones that discuss stuff like this with like 300, but it's never really been that crazy number unless Ryan gets on here and talks about it, right? So look at all the people that you see. Rachel, I appreciate you. Look at all the people that you see grouped up, right? That is a very small percentage of the overall community. I don't want to be a person that gets stuck in that percentage. I want to be a person that looks at it as a community of one, right? We're all here for what? Music. And outside of that, I don't care what goes on. I want my daughter, my son, my mother, my other daughter, my wife, uh, my friends to look and go, huh, look, I actually did something along the way other than just be mean to people or troll people or disrespect people. Like he's literally just doing what he loves. And I appreciate y'all because I really needed to kind of talk just to vent, just to talk and not have anybody respond back to me, if that makes sense. Music is life. I don't have to be listening to a lot of music. Say that. And that's what it comes down to. Like, if so, check me out. If you're a person that deals with a lot of stress and a lot of drama and a lot of heartache at home, and you find Upchurch's music to like rejuvenate you, to make you feel good, do you want to stroll across the internet and find some of the shit that is on it? No, you don't. And I don't ever want anybody to look at me and go, "Oh yeah, Captain Kirk's just over there stewing in it." Fuck that. Appreciate you, British. What's good? So, like I said, y'all, I gotta I got things that I want to do with my life and goals that I have, personal goals. And I'm going to start really focusing on a lot of things that I know I can achieve. Um, I know that it might get to where, hey, where's Kurt, man? But I always try to put out videos. I always try to, go live when I can. But I'm really going to start trying to focus on doing the things that I know I could do. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. Like, I really want to shoot music videos. I really think I'd be good at it. I really want to shoot videography. I really want to shoot behind the scenes. I really want to do that. I really think that I'd be good at it. Um, and I think that I have plenty of opportunities to where I could be really good at it. Um, and that means like, I'm not afraid to try new things. I'm not afraid to go outside my comfort zone. So if I can, travel to shoot a video, or I can travel just to get scenes for video. Like, there's so many possibilities, man. You're gonna see that, you man, girl. You guys are going to see that. You will see that. I'm going to get a welder. I'm going to weld on this channel. I'm going to do a lot of different things. I'm going to do things that I want to do, not that other people want me to do. I don't mind suggestions. I actually encourage suggestions because I like to try new shit. But don't ever think that it's going to stay the same, because I change all the time. Sometimes I want to do reactions. Sometimes I want to go live every now and then. Sometimes I want to weld. Sometimes I want to go to the park. Sometimes, I mean, it's always going to change from my content. Potted meat. Sometimes I want to eat potted meat. Sometimes I want to break down diss tracks. Sometimes I want to investigate things. Sometimes, I mean, you never know. This album right here has got songs on it that will forever be etched in my heart, in my brain, regardless of the situation, regardless of what has happened or what has been said or what has been done. And the reason is because that's the personal part of it for me. I don't care what anybody else says or does, or that I don't care about that. That didn't affect me. That doesn't affect me. The music affects me. The music makes me happy. The music gets me out of times where I didn't think I could get out of. Right. So that's what I'm there for. The music. I hate olives, Carlene. Don't even say olives in here. Olives should be a block word. Actually, that could happen. That could happen. Mm-hmm. Shout out Captain Kurt for your art, sir. Thanks for bringing us together. Looking forward to working. Yeah, J Hop, that's what's up, dog. I appreciate you, and J Hop, that could be a reality sooner than one could imagine. I'll talk to you at a different time, but some things are going to change for me. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be uh, catastrophic, it could be glorious. I mean, we'll figure it out along the way, right? But just know, your boy don't give up. I might get discouraged. I might get down on my shit. But at the end of the day, I'll figure it out. Vicky, let's do it. Live music request. What do you want? I'll play something for you now. Play whatever you want. Hey, you know what? I'm going to play a song, and you might be able to hear it. Let's do a test first. No, I know you ain't going to hear it yet. Hold on. Oh, we're going to play a song. I'm going to pick the song, and we're going to listen to it.
Some people go for gold, then lose sight of the shine. And the sparkle that once was gets tarnished in mind. They forget what they was after they fall off the track. And their vision that was vivid gets lost in pitch black. Age starts to take place like a bomb that keeps ticking. And they regret not chasing after they had the ambition. The ambition fades away like a red on a rose. And the regret sucks the life from everybody, I suppose. But my rose ain't red. It won't die, but ain't fake. But when I die, I'll drown myself in these lyrics I speak.
Hey.
Light. I ain't no stranger to the rain. I put the sunshine in my gray clouds. Worked hard for where I'm at, so it's easier for me to sleep now. But I don't sleep, I walk the roads from stop sign to street name. No yellow marks on these back roads, so I paint the lines to pave my way. And these frame pics on my wall for my top 10s on these music charts. Represent these small towns you'll never see with a big heart. And these lyrics in my songs are the warm spot like a Carhartt. Don't ever forget that one place that made you that person that you are. Many miles I roam, wheels turning on that one lane. Last year's boots, broken souls, chasing golden things. Caught up in the storm of life, it gets me excited. I guess you could say that I'm chasing white lightning.
I love that.
Chasing white lightning. Chasing white lightning. Chasing white lightning. Let the rain come down till I can't hear myself think. Let the rain come down and drown the radio out in this little S10. I wanna go back sometimes to sitting inside it doing nothing. Chilling with all my friends on the tailgate, rolling up and jamming something. Yeah, young gun, I was one of those. Put Jack D in my Dr. Pepper. Had stickers all on my back glass of my truck and made the shit look better. Just a poor boy dreaming too big for the town that I was raised up in. That's why I represent the underdogs. I want them to know that they can win. Many miles I've roamed, wheels turning on that one lane. Last year's boots, broken souls, chasing one thing. Caught up in the storm of life, it gets me excited. I guess you could say that I'm chasing white lightning. Chasing white lightning. Chasing white lightning.
Yo, I love this. That's what's in my intro.
Many miles I roam, wheels turning on that one lane. Last year's boots, broken souls, chasing one thing. Caught up in the storm of life, it gets me excited. I guess you could say that I'm chasing white lightning. Chasing white lightning. Chasing white lightning. Chasing white lightning.
You know what's crazy is when he says chasing white light, what do you take from that? Like many miles I rode, wheels turning on that one lane. Right? So that to me is that goal, that light, that end point. Like that's what we were just talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, and he says it in the front, man. Those who go for the gold lose sight of their shine. Like when you make that lunge to give it all to one goal, which is the gold, the biggest thing you can get, you stop understanding how good you are at what you're doing because you get discouraged because you can't reach that goal as quick as you want to, right? So to me, that's that white lightning. That, like, I guess you could say that I'm chasing white lightning. Like I'm chasing something that is way, I don't know. That song is deep. A lot of the things that he says in that song literally just match what I go through, what I feel, how I think. And I don't know if it's always been that way or if it's aligned more to what he's saying based off of what I've gone through. He's not losing his shine. He'd be chasing his dreams. Right. Yeah, yeah. So I get that. That's a good way to think of it too. Like he's still he's doing what he wants to do, chasing that white lightning that many think you shouldn't do, or many think you should do something different. I mean, that goes back to doing what you love, doing what you want to do, chasing something that is hard to catch, if that makes sense. I don't know how to word what I'm thinking. Yeah, I see that side of it too. I do. That's like what Bulldog says. Like he's going for his goals that he can't really verbalize. He just sees a vision. Like I get that. I've had plenty of moments in my life like that. Long before I knew who Upchurch was. A vision, it doesn't have to be something. A vision could be where you can see that. We were asked that as little kids. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where do you see yourself in 15 years? At least I think that would fall for like Magic Mountain. But I don't think Ryan will ever truly be satisfied with what he's doing because he's just a very artistic person. He wants to evolve what he's doing, right? We all see that. We all see that with what he does with his music, with his art, with his anything he does. He wants to be good at what he's doing. And he does it. You know what I'm saying? You can't no ceiling. Uh don't look down if you ain't seen what the top is. I mean, why worry about where you've already came through if you ain't been to where you're trying to get to? Yeah, you never reach, nobody ever reaches the top. Okay, I like that, my opinion. I like that. Lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice. So he is constantly moving along, chasing the future, the flash of the future. There's a lot of them that, you know, I'm playing this one actually. I got another one.
I can't shake this feeling. I feel there's no ceiling. I've been out here floating alone. No desire to touch base or to come back home. I can't shake this feeling. I feel there's no ceiling. Let the heavy rain flood my home. I've been known to fall asleep inside of this store. They know my name at every mall. See me pumping 93. Say what's up, church, when I ride by in that blackout 4GT. They write me stuff in my PO. Tell me about their broken homes. Tell me about their friend that died and how they jammed the hollow. They give me hope when I got none and make me run when I'm about done. Pick me up when it's time to go and then I grab the pen like loaded guns. Yeah, drop me in the trenches with no clothes or utensils. And I'll still come out looking like the red carpet really missed me. If I don't die for the music, then my life is contradicting. That's why when you click my Insta lost, I'm in the river, not sinking. With this life, I wish no blinking. Every second, I hate missing. Seeing what I built up, energetic, purchasing great return. I can't shake this feeling. I feel there's no ceiling. I've been out here floating alone. No desire to touch base or to come back home. I can't shake this feeling. I feel there's no ceiling. Let the heavy rain flood my home. I've been known to fall asleep inside severe storm. My word is all I got, so when I die, you'll still have them. I care so much, I barely even promote my own album. For the people I write for, there's too much that I can say. I'm 20 albums deep and turned 30 the other day. The fact that I'm still bumping in people's ears after a decade makes me proud that I came from the country, raised by only rednecks. I took what I had as a holler boy looking slick, became a staple in music, now performer just to get rich. I'm creating a new cloth with a way better stick, and when you put it on, you feel like you the king of your sticks. Because that's how the fans make me feel, and it made me all this. And been in people's ears after a decade makes me proud that I came from the country, raised by only rednecks. I took what I had as a holler boy looking slick, became a staple in music, now performer just to get rich. I'm creating a new cloth with a way better stick, and when you put it on, you feel like you the king of your sticks. Because that's how the fans make me feel, and it made me all this. And if love was a drug, I'd probably OD on all the shit. Church. I can't shake this feeling. I feel there's no ceiling. I've been out here floating alone. No desire to touch base or to come back home. I can't shake this feeling. I feel there's no ceiling. Let the heavy rain flood my home. I've been known to fall asleep inside severe storms.
No, I think, at least I think he knows that. I believe that Ryan knows how far he really reaches. Like, I think he does. I think he understands what his music means. He says right there, I've created a new cloth from the way that I'm stitched. And when you put it on, you feel like you're the king of your sticks. Like, he's saying, he knows that he is creating leaders. He is creating kings, queens, skinettes, skins. He's creating his legacy, but he's also allowing other people to get to what they believe is their legacy. He's giving you motivation to go to the next level, to try new things, to not give up because of some bullshit. And he's creating music that allows you to see that other people go through it. He also says in that song, if I don't die doing this music, then my life would be what did he say? Not a critic. Hold on. I will tell you, we have to play it. But he says, my life would be a contradiction. So everything that he said and everything that he stands for, and a lot of people will say, oh, well, you gotta die of music. Why is he talking about that? Well, no, what he means is if you don't continue to do this shit because he knows this is what he stands for, this is what he believes in, this is the music that he makes to give back to us, to help us recognize that we all go through shit in life. It doesn't matter how successful you are. With more success comes bigger problems. You got more issues. Yeah, you got more money, but you got more issues. You got issues that don't exist if you're not famous. You got issues that are very minor. I could say something on here and at worst I lose my channel. He could say something and possibly lose everything he's got. And it sucks because they hold him under that microscope and he's a fucking human at the end of the day, dude. He ain't no different than anybody else. He can just sing. And he won't stand up for mainstream because he doesn't believe in it. And they hate him for it. Fuck that. What's up, Paw Fresh? Yeah, I know. I'll run it. We'll do it that way. Let me go take a piss and go check on the family, and then I'll be right back. But I'll leave one while I'm gone. No, I won't. Yeah, I will. And it's this one.
Dreams full of what I lived once, but not no time since 91. I feel there's a person inside of me, and he comes and goes as he really wants. That's why every album I've ever made is a different person through a camera's touch. I bury clocks in the top soul, cause it's man-made, and they called it what? Staring at circles, living in a circle, lifeline circle when it's of a mortal. But those things are hurdles when your mind's immortal, and they wash your brain through a square portal. Ain't no television, tell me lies, why? Cause I have a vision. My mouth's precision is of ancient times, and the other me makes all decisions. I come from past the stars to live below the clouds, made to walk a line to help you figure out the reason for things that rarely are explained. Universal DNA in my vein, and I know it sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars. It sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars. They call you crazy for thinking too much. Then too connected means losing touch. But humans don't crave normal ones, but the abstract gets subtracted from every TV, every red carpet, every talk show that is programmed. Lights flicker when I walk up in a room full of people with some shut pineal gland. No devil lurks around me, I'm a ghost of God, no need to search. Why when I came down to earth, the whole world called me up church. I beat the odds of a race war, cause racing towards war hurts us all. So we built up bigger armies, bigger weapons with some bigger walls, but I broke them all. I come from past the stars to live below the clouds, made to walk a line to help you figure out the reason for things that rarely are explained. Universal DNA in my vein, and I know it sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars. It sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars. From everywhere at every time, with everyone at every place. Seconds, minutes, hours, wrapped inside a glass until it breaks. And if we leave our face, we'd need some glass and a suit with some air. So I stay grounded and gaze at how beautiful it is up there. I come from past the stars to live below the stars, made to walk a line to help you figure out. I come from past the reason for things that rarely are explained. Universal DNA in my vein, and I know it sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars. It sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars.
Yo, like straight up. I love that because he's saying what I was talking about. Like he's walking that line. He's figuring out the way for everybody behind him. Like he's paving a lane for the future that somebody's going to want to walk down. And I'll say this. If you listen to Ryan's lyrics and you listen to what he says in his songs, you can never look at him and ever say he doesn't have a huge heart. You never can say that because he's telling you that I have universal DNA. You are all my family. Like every one of you that have ever listened and ingested my music or know of me or any, like I make music for the world, for everyone. I don't make it for just this denomination of people or just this pocket of people. This is way bigger than just this little circle. I think that the problem lies with understanding his music and what it stands for. Like, I think a lot of people get confused with a tough guy persona. Ryan, in my opinion, is a very loving person that wants the world to grow, regardless if he knows it does or not. He just makes good music that he knows is going to help people. And if it helps him, woohoo, he still keeps going. It does, there's no like rhyme or reason. Like it doesn't, a lot of people make a song and go, oh, this song, I got to put this out. This is really going to get some numbers. He puts a song out because he enjoys the song. He knows that it's going to help somebody. You know what I mean? It's just crazy that anybody could ever listen to this type of music and have something negative to say. Like I feel like a lot of people that have never heard his music could really benefit from his music. And I wish more people uh knew about it. What did you say? My own lane? Is that what you said? Uh British. There's nobody like Church. Not just music. He's a good guy. Close to this man. He's setting an example. He's showing people that it is okay to do this. Like it's okay to be supportive of fans, of other people. Like you don't have to just stay closed minded to one situation. And you don't have to um like he's not braggadocious. He's not like yeah, it's crazy. Bulldog, what song was it? But I challenge anybody that's got social media that can share or YouTube that can share to find an older Upchurch song that you really relate to, regardless of the popularity of it, the message behind it. There's so many more. There's so many. That's why it's so hard. The reason why Next to Red will probably forever be my all-time favorite song forever is because of the connection I like the how it affected me on a day-to-day basis. But there was other ones like White Lightning was before that, or actually it was White Lightning, and then it was Holler Boys, and then it was Next to Red. Kevin, it was mine, but when Holler Boys came out, it shifted to that, and then Own Lane. Oh, thank you, baby. How'd you know? Oh, that's what I thought it was. This is Bulldog. Bulldog wants this, then Bloodline.
If I die and you forget my name, I won't cast no shadow, I won't throw no shade. And if I never get to
Okay, hold on. 3 beer. So British Bulldog says this song, he feels like this song and Bloodline go together. Part 1, right here.
walk along no hall of fame, it won't bother me none because I'm in my own lane with my own sound, with my own look, with my own money, with my own cars, with my own bars, with my own trucks, with my own house, with my own chick. I want nothing to y'all. And by me saying that, with the numbers I got, they say takes big balls to big wigs see me. And I like fucking proposition up for myself as a nobody dude coming up from Tennessee. Yeah, they talk to me like I'm a fucking idiot and they can give me a life I can't get on my own. But I don't want the life that these airheads live, but I guess I can't get it through that thick ass code. Sony hit me up and so they wanted to name a race from the song that I did with Luke Cole. Cause I don't want him labeled as a racist and the song Outlaw doesn't fit his image at all. So if you look on YouTube and the same damn song, his name got erased about 8 months ago. And I was worried if I didn't take his name off the label that he signed, I was gonna come sue me, bro. But I never said nothing, I just brushed it off. I was always taught to let bullshit go. Can you get an outlaw after I'm gone? I'm not sure, but hopefully so. If I die and you forget my
Nothing,
name,
Kevin.
I
Damn
won't cast no shadow I won't throw.
Oh, cast no shadow, I will throw no
And
shade.
if I never get to walk along the hall of fame, it won't bother me none, because I'm in my own lane full of black rubber and spray paint. The smell of muscle cars and trucks with old leaks. Shot still spreading way high on the ridge. I know where they're all at, but I ain't no snitch. I'd rather be an outlaw than a weak ass bitch. That's how you end up wrecked, laying up in the ditch. And motherfuckers don't get it, but they single me out for being too damn real, cause I ain't a sellout. Go ahead, smile away, put the cash in your pocket. You can be recycled, but never ever me, partner. I'm the only church man sipping Jack on a Sunday. A bad motherfucker, hope God forgives me. Hell, what am I saying? Every angel falls. God made whiskey and the weed in my palm. A gave me the soda, pour off of my songs to feed off of the emotion I stay dragging along. So with that being said, when I get to the gates, I need a murdered out Chevy with a no tailgate. A bottle of the devil's cut and a limited tank of gasoline so clean I can possibly drink. Spit flames from my fan base and my last name Underground King. And I ain't even talking about my grave, talking about the legacy I'll leave laying up in my state. The man who never gave his heart to be a fucking fake. If I die and you forget my name, I won't cast no shadow, I won't throw no shade. And if I never get to walk along the hall of fame, it won't bother me none, because I'm in my own lane.
All right, Bloodline, here we go. Before it starts, Bulldog, I can see that. I can. But I will say that this is the most, like, I feel like now, from now on, when somebody opens up a dictionary or whatever they look this up at, what is country rap? This song should pop right now. This song is the most country rap song I've ever heard. The way that the beat is, the flows. I mean, he absolutely destroys this one. And I admit that this is one of the best. See, it's so hard because anyone playing off of the Pioneer album is the best song. He don't have a bad song. I ain't really, to be honest with you, I ain't found one song that I can't listen to from Ryan. I really have. Even some of the ones that got some questionable people on there are still great to listen to.
I'm the start of a new bloodline. I'm the start of a new bloodline.
What's up, Wick?
I'm the star. I'm the star. I'm the star. I'm the star.
He said, does he say, I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a start of the new bloodline? Or is it start? I've always wondered that, and I should have been looking at the lyrics. Hold on. I can look. He says, I'm the start. All three times.
I'm the start of a new bloodline. I'm the start of a new bloodline.
Yeah, it's start. Right here, though.
I'm the star. I'm the star. I'm the star. I'm the star. Who want a piece of this redneck? Who want a piece of the deep south? Sitting sideways in the backwoods with my gat out. I'm famous now, so I gotta be about it. If you pull up at my crib with problems, everybody die. Motherfucker, cause I'm that motherfucker. If they kill me, hip hop changes my holler voice, make it muddy. Silverado full of buddies, early 2000 is something. Got the south side jumping. The Jason Voorhees a stunt, killing rappers overall and overalls in the country. Bubba Church in this bitch and only home hitters get released. I'm the son of the South, hip hop, cotton mouth. I'm leading the pack in the future, Artie and Ralph Church. Backwood shine, truck rust my shrine. First of a new breed, I'm a prime design. Soul of a holler, southern land deep tide. Even got the trees talking heard through the grapevine. I'm the start of a new battle line. I'm the start of a new battle line. I'm the start of a new bloodline. To my young guns in the rust buckets, bumping hip hop in the country. Your redneck will stop you after I'm done running this shit. Never again will the game say you don't belong in a lane. Next time they see a country boy, they'll respect the style and slang. And when you smile at your enemy, let them see your long fangs. Yeah, we down from the holler, we don't know about gang. We be on them wang. Bad boy, rooster game. Till death do our part like white hackles with long legs. Draw the corn inside the shed and watch history get fed. As the deepest South rapper left the barnyard for dead. Ended up a great with feathers sharper than a Dixie Genius. Ain't no making what we are, no stitching in what's already seamless. Backwood shine, truck rust my shrine. First of a new breed, I'm a prime design. Soul of the hollow southern land, deep tide. Even got the trees talking heard through the grapevine. I'm the start of a new battle line. I'm the start of a new battle line. I'm the start of a new battle line.
Wang.
I'm the start of a new bloodline.
Oh, here, look. Written by Ryan Upchurch. Just making sure everyone knows. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Dude, there's so many songs that you could just sit and I mean, there's songs. Let me see if this is still in here. I can't play some of them, obviously, but hold on. What about this one? What you know about this?
I grew up on that good shit. Daddy in the backyard. Chicken pens and rows of roosters. Broken down, no motor parts. Running in the woods to pass the time with all my dirty friends. Catching snakes and I still catch them. Now it's in a different sense. They say I'm gonna change with fame, but I don't think I changed a bit. I'm anti-everything that has to do with selling out, bitch. They want my rebel flag on. They want my words cleaned up. But I ain't having all that shit. You know where I stand, son. Still out here in the woods with the rednecks. Popping fucking willies, no helmet of new road. Big joints in my closet make my room look like a bass pro. Still got a rebel flag above my bed. That's my roots for show. That's my roots for show. That's my roots for show. Still got a rebel flag above my bed. That's my roots for show. Southern made in southern raised. Stuck off in my southern ways. I will never change. Oh yeah, that's my roots for show. I came a long way, and I know I got a ways to go, but I wanna walk on the red carpet with muddy boots like I don't know. I'm supposed to dress up for the show. I didn't get that memo, bro. I showed up to the CMAs with animal blood all on my clothes. I'm that redneck these boys they talk about in all their songs. And if you wanna be real, I was raised up in a big red barn, deep in Tennessee, on my grandpa's chicken farm. Waking up in the morning, white hackle as my damn alarm. Still out here in the woods
White
with
hackle
the
as my
rednecks.
alarm. That makes a lot of sense, bro. You can use that on Pioneer.
My closet make my room look like a bass pro. Still got a rebel flag above my bed. That's my roots for show. That's my roots for show. That's my
Hey,
roots
Wick,
for
if
show.
you're out here,
Still
much
got
love,
a rebel
dog.
flag above my bed. That's my roots for show. Southern made in southern raised. Stuck off in my southern ways. I will never change. Oh yeah, that's my roots for show.
Yo, this one goes hard, man. A lot of people don't know about this one. It's old. That's what I'm saying. Share some of this old music, man. Push it. Let people know about it. A lot of people don't understand. This motherfucker's been doing this. He ain't new to this. He's true to this.
Still out here in the woods with the rednecks, popping fucking willies, no helmet on the road. Bitch, shorts in my closet make my room look like a Bass Pro. Still got a rebel flag above my bed. That's my roots for show. That's my roots for show. That's my roots for show. Still got a rebel flag above my bed. That's my roots for show. Southern made and southern raised, stuck off in my southern ways. I will never change. Oh yeah, that's my roots for show.
Hey, let the band play. We're going with that one. We're going with that one. I can do that. I think it's over here. We can do that one. What else we got? In Greece, my favorite Lovers Rock album, Carol Thompson. Hopelessly in Love, Peeps asking who it was. Where to get it was played in a round of. I don't know what you mean. This one? You ready? Brady. Brady, are you talking about like the first one that hold on. I got you, Brady. I'd played it the other day, I'm pretty sure. I know what it is, but I don't know what you're going at here. You ready? There you go.
The chill, and the devil was in Georgia, then he traveled down to Tennessee. I guess somebody told him that.
I already had it going. It was already played from the other day. Oh, that's one of my favorites, J.I.
Hashtag RAGC. You know you love the movement. Don't lie. Raise hell and he cornbread. Raise hell and he cornbread. The boys round here, yeah, they sunburnt and they corn-fed. Raise hell and he cornbread. Raise hell and he cornbread. Them girls round here, yeah, they fire hot with them long legs. Raise hell and he cornbread.
Look at the video, y'all. Look at the video.
Yeah, they sunburnt and they corn-fed. Raise hell and he cornbread. Raise hell and he cornbread. Them girls round here, yeah, they fire hot with them long legs. Straight up out of Dixieland, I ain't gotta say the name. Chevy S10 sitting on a K5 frame. Born in a small town, that's just how the shit goes. Once a nobody, now I get compared to Big Smoke. Met a couple people that I like to call my homies. Fat talking till a gang boy, 2 counties above me. The public seem to love me, but these haters say I'm frontin'.
That's crazy, bro.
Let me show you something. We got trucks that look like
saying the same thing, whipping donuts. Look at that. People's champ, baby.
Straight tatted up like I'm dating Cat Von D. Country boy, fresh representing Middle Tennessee. Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, Maryland, and Mississippi, and both of them Carolinas.
Hey.
RAGC, racing hell up in them Tonka toys. RAGC, yeah, you know that worldwide noise. Raise hell and he cornbread. Raise hell and he cornbread. Them boys round here, yeah, they sunburnt and they corn-fed.
Baby church. Yeah. Baby church.
Around here, yeah, they fire hot with them long legs. Raise hell and they cornbread. Raise hell and they cornbread. Them boys round here, yeah, they sunburnt and they corn-fed. Raise hell and they cornbread. Raise hell and they cornbread. Them girls round here, yeah, they fire hot with them long legs. Trauma grade forward with a hell of a lot of hunt stickers. Born where my roots tend to run just a little deeper. Barefoot bandit grew up as a true creeper. Pops up at Highland Rim, mama was a chill. And the devil was in Georgia, then he traveled down to Tennessee. I guess somebody told him that he had to come and challenge me. I put his ass in check like
Baby Deerdorf. There's Deerdorf's old truck. Favorite truck.
Be a boaster, but I roast it like a toaster. I'm as good as cold beer in the summer, and you know it. Got you high like THC.
Bounty hole.
Swinging off a rope swing. CEO boy, hashtag RAGC. I just want to give a big Thanks. Showtime. Tiller Gang. Fat Tar. C-Hub. Big John. Big Smoke. You know you gotta represent the Race hell when he cornbread. Race hell and they cornbread. Them boys round here, yeah, they sunburnt and they corn fed. Race hell when he cornbread. Race hell and they cornbread. Them girls round here, yeah, they fire hot with them long legs. Race hell and they cornbread.
It looks like a Newman right there, too.
Them boys round here, yeah, they sunburnt and they corn fed. Race hell and they cornbread. Race hell and they cornbread. Them girls round here, yeah, they fire hot with them long legs.
You know what's badass? The newest comment was 5 days ago. Who still listens in 2023? Somebody else 2 weeks ago. Who's still listening in 2023? 2023, 2023. 1 month ago. Found this when I was 8. 8 years later, I'm 16. Still bumping. Still bumping 2023. Going hard. This is my brother. He loves your music. Who you hear in 2023? Still fire in 2023. If I had a car, I'd be thumping this 1 month ago. Dude, that's crazy, bro. Listening to this in 2023. His music has gotten better, but the years have changed his personality. He's not near as happy as he used to be. What does that even mean? Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever read. But it's an opinion, right? So you go, okay, whatever you say, bud. He's an adult now. He's got to do adult things. Of course, you're going to grow up and your personality is going to change. Doesn't mean that you're not happy. It means that you've grown up. He spelled raise wrong. No, he didn't. Did he really? He did, bro, and he never changed it. My dog. My dog, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Next time somebody asks me why I know Upchurch ain't ever going to change, because my dog don't even care that he spelled raise like that. You ready? Hold on. R. See it? Oh, you can't see it, probably. He said, Upchurch the Redneck official, raise, RASIE, my dog. He left it there. It ain't hard to fix that either. Pop in the studio, go over there, switch it, you're done. He said, nope, that's what I did when I dropped it. And I love that because I catch myself doing that too. If I mess up in a reaction, hell, the middle of the night, I just did it again. It's middle of the night. I called it the middle of the night. No fucks given, babe. Absolutely. I never noticed it either, Britt, until I was reading the comments. Keep doing what you're doing, fam. You don't need all the negativity. Cast those losers aside. Listen to this in 2023. Still bumping. 8 years, man, and still growing. Woo. It's me from Indiana in 2020. Still awesome. Well, I just stumbled across this classic. That was Sunny Liz. That was Sunny Liz. Shout out to Sunny Liz. She's in here a lot. I was looking to see if there's any recent ones. Anna Marie says, Grandpa's listening to Upchurch too, bumping around the kitchen making cakes. I see Anna Marie in here too. That's dope, y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. Be about the support. If you support it, really be about it. Don't just say it. Do it. That's what's up. Well, look, y'all, I got to go figure out what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I'm glad I'm in a better mood now. Maybe I can figure some things out. But I love and I appreciate all y'all mods, Brady, Carlene, Elise, Cassie, Cassidy. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And all y'all have a good night. Peace. Hello. What's up? Hey man, I just had a couple questions before. Let me get to it. Can you hear me all right?
All right, guys. We're gonna end this. Good night, y'all.